And now, Cecil County and the world, prepare to get a little bit shaky and scared because we're going to have a spooktacular Halloween season that lasted from last weekend all the way to Thursday. And if you read this new book by Shannon Ballinger, it might last the rest of your life.
That's right. Never know.
Shane, welcome to Cecil
hey,
TV.
Thank you for having me so much, man. Looking forward to it and appreciate it.
A little bit of background. Doug Donnelly, director of Cecil TV, and I put on an open mic at Wesley's every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, and have done so. Doug's done it for many years. And who should be there but Shane, working at Wesley's, and mentions that he's an author, so I invited him on this show.
Absolutely. Remember
And this is your current book that
yes,
you brought.
That's my baby. That's my novel, first novel written. Yes, that is correct.
All right. Now, how did you, at what age did you start becoming interested in writing books or writing in general?
This was back in 2015. So, I'm 45 now. So, but I've always had a creative mind, and I've always had an interest with supernatural, vampires, werewolves, and all that. Interview of a Vampire, all those movies, love them. Bram Stoker and stuff like that. And I found it would be interesting. I kind of played down with some ideas, writing on a notepad and stuff like that. And I actually had my oldest daughter at the time, she was 16, come up with the name of the character, Stanley Swanson.
Right.
And really from that point on, I went to work on it. So 9 months later, the book was out.
Cool. Stanley is a werewolf.
Correct, yes.
And there's another character who is a vampire.
Correct, yes.
And his name is?
Gravicus.
Gravitas.
Gravicus.
Like Spartacus.
Yeah. Kind of like Spartacus, but Gravicus.
Gravicus.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So apparently there's a little bit of a story here. Can I read a little bit of this?
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely.
I found something interesting.
Yeah.
So Gravitas and Stanley are going to be sitting down and discussing what is to be a future war between the vampires and the werewolves,
right,
with humans involved.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Gravitas says, "Please, if you wish, Stanley, follow me down to one of my favorite sitting areas by the beach and let us talk. Let us both make this easy, and I only ask for you to give me a chance to fill you in on what is happening." So they talk a little bit, and then Gravitas takes out a flask, which was filled with blood, and takes a fast swig just before the waitress approaches to ask him if they would like to order something from the menu. Mm-hmm. So he's packing at all times.
Oh,
you know he's a vampire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Uh-huh.
So the waitress comes up and asks if they want anything, and Gravitas says, "No, I am good, thanks, but perhaps my friend here would like something that is a bit undercooked."
Right.
Right.
Yes. Because the way I have it in my creation of what werewolves are and stuff like that, they like raw meats and things of that nature.
Right.
Nothing live per se, and yeah, that's a little beast side of them.
So they talk a little bit more, and then Stanley says, "Get to the point, Gravicus, and let me make this clear that we are not friends. You wanted to talk, so speak now before I lose interest in what it is that you wish to say." And then Gravicus says, says, "Do you even know much of the war that took place hundreds of years ago, Stanley?" Mm-hmm. So, and Stanley says, "I know enough that we were slaves to your kind. What is your point?" So this kind of sets up the little history of the deal.
It does, absolutely. And then I went further back in time to give the answer of that war that they had just discussed, which was actually Stanley's father, Sebastian Swanson. So yeah, that's kind of how I toyed with the whole idea and how I wanted it. I wanted to come out with book one, then go back, do a book two, and then the final
prequel,
book. The
like
prequel.
Star Wars.
Kind of like, George Lucas, right. Absolutely. Learn from the best.
I was reading a little bit of while we were waiting, and I got kind of into it. It said, "It looks pretty good," and I got kind of lost track and ended up going. Didn't even know that I had
in
coughed.
The green room.
So yeah. I'm looking forward to reading the book.
Absolutely. I just want to let everybody know that I do have a book signing coming up, Meet the Author, at Wesley's.
Could you sign this book for me?
Absolutely. Would love to. Yeah. Just like Gravicus carrying his flask of blood with him, I carry my
flask of blood.
Marker. Yeah.
I got to have the refreshments.
Absolutely. All right. I think I lost your page you were on. All right.
And our viewers can come up to Wesley's and get a signed book from you.
Absolutely.
When is this?
This is on the 1st of November. It's they're throwing the big Halloween party, so I'm going to have it all set up, all my books that are available, paperback, hardbacks, all of that stuff. So,
Awesome.
and there you go, my friend.
I thank you.
I do appreciate
I
it.
feel like I'm in the Halloween season mood, which might last the rest of my life.
Quite possibly.
'Cause you're gonna have more
You
books
never
too, right?
know. Absolutely. Absolutely, I am. So,
Awesome. So it's quite an undertaking, 2015 to now, more or less, to write a book.
yeah, well, it took me 9 solid months. I have kids back in Kansas, and I was working a full-time job. But I made it very important to myself to spend anywhere from 2 to 3 hours every single day, no matter what, 7 days a week, and for 9 months.
Wow.
To make it happen. And you got to reread your book, make sure you didn't leave anything out and stuff like that. So there was a lot of time put in, let's just put it that way. Late nights, if you
Awesome.
will. Yeah, appreciate it.
So we're looking forward to Wesley's November 1st,
Absolutely.
like 7 o'clock,
Yeah, starts 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 7 to 9 p.m.
Route
yeah.
273 in Scenic Fair Hill.
That's right. That's right.
If you want to get scared this Halloween season and maybe for the rest of your life, come see Stanley and pick up Breed of a Werewolf.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being on the show.
Books are available, Barnes & Noble and Amazon as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's a good point.